Merhaba arkadaşlar. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on the 9th edition of our İstanbul Gelişim Orientation Days program. We promise this is a more exciting edition. Wherever you are, don't blink, stick with us. As we present to you this evening two distinguished professors of our lovely university. We're going to start with our amiable professor, ladies first, our female professor, serving at the Faculty of Health Sciences, precisely the Works Department, Social Works Department, Assistant Professor Dr. Ashife Arif. Thank you for joining us this evening. And Noble Professor, my very good friend. We currently serve in the same faculty, Faculty of Business and Economics. I usually call him the psychologist from the Psychology Department, Assistant Professor Sado Aman. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. And I remain your humble boy, or man, if you want to say, Festus Victor. And with me this evening is been the anchor man with me in the last couple of weeks, Umudjan. He's going to share more information as we proceed in today's section. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Professor. So, dear Professor, welcome again. Today we are going to introduce our university to our prospective students through our Instagram live stream. As it's well known, Instagram live stream is up to 55 minutes. Therefore, it's very difficult to explain İstanbul Gelişim University in a wide manner. Therefore, we will try to do our best to put our efforts to give the most significant point of our university to our prospective students and our audiences. In the meantime, I have an announcement for our audiences that there are prospective students that you can see our WhatsApp number at the bottom of your screen, which is 0531 088 2297. So if you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask your questions so our professors could answer to your questions. So dear professors, welcome one more time. Let's start the session by introducing yourselves. Let's start with ladies. Professor Ashraf, welcome again. Can you please briefly introduce yourself and give some information about your experiences?
Sure. First of all, I would like to thank for giving this wonderful opportunity to sharing something with you, like the eminent persons like you, and thank you very much. Then I can introduce myself, Dr. Ashifa. I'm from India. The southern part of India, there is a beautiful state is there, that is Kerala. I'm from Kerala. So actually I'm with the social work background. I completed my Master of Social Work. Then I went for my Master of Philosophy. Then I did my my doctoral research in from Gandhigram Rural Institute. It's a famous institute in India. Then actually I had a lot of, I'm not that much big professor. I have a lot of somewhat young in the profession, only 10 to 12 years of experience in different
that's massive.
in different fields. Actually, I had an opportunity to work with the UN National World Program for Human Rights Education for the 3 years. I was the state coordinator for Kerala state. After that, I turned my it's in human rights is my basic specializations. My MPhil and the PhD in human rights education itself. Then I was, after my doctorate, I was working with the Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education. It's one of the famous institute in India. I was the head of the Department of Social Work there. After working there, I got an opportunity in Gelishim University here. It's a wonderful university, so I jumped to here.
Thank you.
Yeah, now I am an assistant professor here with the health science department. Last 1 year I was here. This is something brief about me.
Thank you so much. It's really enjoying right now.
Yes.
So I will directly turn to Professor Aman. Professor Aman, welcome again.
Thank you.
It's, I think, your second live stream, right? You did in Turkish language as well as right now it will be in English language.
Yes, I'm lucky.
That's great. So, Professor, can you please briefly introduce yourself to our audiences?
Yes, I came to Turkey 12 years ago. I'm Ethiopian, so I came to Turkey to do my PhD in counseling psychology. It was an interesting department I did in Turkish. So I have been here. I'm quite familiar with the Turkish culture. During my stay in Anadolu University, where I did my PhD, I had opportunities of working with international students. So the opportunities of helping them. I mean, I was trying to, come up with programs that would help international students adjust so fast to the some psychosocial related challenges. When international students travel abroad, one of the challenge is homesickness and related difficulties. So this is the experience. The other is just before coming to Turkey, actually I did my bachelor and master's in Ethiopia. I worked in one Ethiopian university for 5 years. So together, I had the opportunities of working with university students. But apart from that, after graduating from Anadolu University, I got opportunity to join GELISIM University last semester. So it's going to be 1 year, and now I'm engaging in research work again with international students. This is all what I have for now.
Thank you so much. So it's very valuable thing for İstanbul Gelişim University because we have such talented and young professors. So in this part I will be, as a prospective student, I will ask my question. So as you know, in Turkey there are many universities, especially in Istanbul there are many private and governmental universities. So as a prospective student, why should I choose İstanbul Gelişim University? Professor Ashifa, can we start with you?
Definitely you should select İstanbul Gelişim University because already we have more than 38,000 students, national and international students were there. Our university is one of the best university in Turkey. Then we are accredited with international and national agencies like ABET, ACAS, and something like more
Pearson and
Pearson's, a lot of accreditations. It's one of the number one you can select. Then we are following the good system of education. Then practical components were there, especially in field social or something like. They are giving internships and all. So if you are a student, you can be earn and learn more with Gelişim University.
Oh, that's great.
That's I strongly recommend you to come to the university.
Thank you. So, Professor Aman, you said that you are for 12 years in Turkey, right? Somehow, 8 years or 12
8 years?
8 years, yeah. You know better about İstanbul Gelişim University, and also you have idea about other universities as well. So, why, as a prospective student, why should I choose İstanbul Gelişim University? What's the advantage of university?
Well, the questions commonly asked by international students is the program internationally accredited? This is an important question, because when an international student travels abroad, the question that comes to their mind first is, am I going to have a diploma which is internationally accredited? So in this regard, İstanbul Gelişim University has already 60 accreditation from international institutions for 60 programs. So this is one of the advantage. And the next is there are a lot of international students studying in İstanbul Gelişim University. So someone who is coming from abroad wouldn't feel alone. There are a lot of international experiences.
By the way, I would like to add in here one information. Last week it was announced that İstanbul Gelişim University, the number of international students among the private universities, we are in the fourth place in Turkey.
Yeah, sure. So this actually, when you go abroad, the learning experience is not limited in the subjects. You learn from your friends. So the more you have diverse culture and diverse experience, the more you just develop yourself personally, professionally, etc. So the more you can be competitive in in this time. So Istanbul Gelişim University provides this opportunity. Apart from this, there are also experiences of studying abroad. So this is an opportunity for international students to test, to try different experiences, different universities, learning from different professors. There are a lot of professors here coming from different, with different experiences. This is an opportunity. I think this would, motivate someone to come to Turkey and specifically to Gelişim.
It's a miniature of the world here. We have a number of professors from different part of the world is there. Different students are coming from different parts of the world. So Gelişim University is the somewhat miniature of a world together.
So by the way, for the perspective of international students, the location of the university is also one of the most important thing. What about the location of İstanbul Gelişim University? Yeah,
one of the questions students commonly ask is it accessible? So the shortest they pass, the easier they could reach the classroom. So there is Metrobus here, so the Metrobuses are quite accessible to international students. There are also bus services from Metrobus station to the faculties of the İstanbul Gelişim University. So I think this would minimize the possible costs that would be the expenditure related to transportation, and it would also save time for the students.
And this also cost of living is comparatively, as compared to other, it is the students can afford here.
The region, right?
The region. That is very important fact which the students can too be here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear viewers. The conversation is getting more intense with the very insightful professors of ours this evening. Just to chip in, for the records, we have over 2,000 students, I think 2,300 international students seated in the university. Hopefully the numbers are going to rise more as we progress, and so that tells you that, like our professor said, Professor Aman, that it's home away from home, let's say in a simple way. So Gelişim is like home away from home, and we've seen that replicated in several departments. Like the other professor said, the gentle professor, female professor told us that it's a miniature, it's a subset of the whole world. So the conversation is we're going to make more progress. I'm going to start this time around. We're going to give the gentleman, the gentle professor, the time to start off this time. Professor Aman, we're going to ask you a little bit more. Tell us about your department, the psychology department, which you're currently serving as a faculty member.
Yeah. Psychology department actually is a discipline which primarily studies about scientifically studies about feelings, thoughts, and behavior. So there are a lot of sub areas in psychology, starting from biopsychology, which studies about the relationship, the link between psychology and biology, developmental psychology, how the change that happen in us as we get older, and we have social psychology, clinical psychology, etc. So there are a lot of opportunities for someone who really wants to study psychology to have basic background, basic skills related to understanding people's behavior, understanding their own behavior, etc. So, psychology actually is a field which has to be studied to be used in different disciplines. So when you study psychology, you can apply it in marketing, for instance. You can apply it
Just sorry to interject, Professor. Can you explain a little, there is a follow-up question shortly, but just before we go there, can you highlight more in the context of Gelişim?
Yeah, in the context of Gelişim, we do have psychology as an undergraduate, and then we have also master's program in psychology, with thesis and non-thesis. There is also clinical psychology with thesis and non-thesis. And next year there is also opportunities of studying addiction psychology. That is one of the program added to our department. So someone, if you are going to graduate from psychology department, actually the master's programs are in Turkish. So far the English ones are limited to the undergraduates. Maybe in the future there might be possibilities of having English programs as well. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to ask some questions to you, Professor Ashifa. Sorry about the pronunciation. Tell us about your department in the context of İstanbul Gelişim.
Definitely. Actually, those who are interested in social work, it is a helping profession. Social work is basically a helping profession. We are helping the people to help themselves. We are not going to come directly to, we are making you to help yourself. That is the aim of the social work. That is basically what is social work. It's coming to the Gelişim University, our basic motto is just to create a just society with professional excellence. We are making the social workers professionally qualified social workers. We are training the social workers. Actually, social work is a evidence-based practice. It is the practical component is almost 50% is there. We are sending our department is sending the students to field work, field practicum, well structured field practicum is there. Those who are coming to the Gelişim University social work department, they can have a well structured curriculum. Then as compared to other university in Turkey, we are offering full course in English education. They can be able to compete with other international researchers. Our curriculum is well linked with the international curriculum, and our field practicum is well structured field practicum. We are sending the students to 3 days in a week for their field practicums. We are giving the theory, then they will go to the field, they will practice. This is the basic, that is the basic things which we need a professionally qualified social work we needed. So then we have more than 10 different qualified, highly professional practitioners are there. We are, that is the peculiarity of the they are in a different fields. In social work, we have a different types of specializations over there. Our faculties are multiple specialized people. We are giving here we are giving generalistic practice. But faculties are in a specialized faculties. So that is the peculiarity of the Gelişim University. Those who are, the student is coming for the social work department in Gelişim University, the student is fully equipped with as a social worker. That is our department aim.
I will not go far from this question. Okay. I will continue my question with the department psychology. Okay. So, Professor Aman, can you please, I mean, as you know, we have many departments in our university. As you already highlighted that our university is one of the universities in Turkey which has the most number of internationally accredited programs from AKAS, HPGC, ABET and Pearson. So as a prospective student, why should I choose especially psychology? Can you please specifically go through the department, and if you could give a little information about the curriculum of the department, the standard of the department, I mean curriculum, how it is, it would be really beneficial.
Well, psychology is a 4-year program. So in the course there are compulsory courses and elective courses. A student can flexibly take these elective courses. Before coming to getting into the details of the courses, the professors we have in the department are from diverse backgrounds. Some of them who have worked in different countries, in USA, in Malaysia, Australia, and there are diverse professors of diverse backgrounds. So this is an opportunity for students to come and choose psychology. The other is the work opportunities. I mean, the possibilities of getting employed after graduation is high. So it's quite popular. Psychology is a quite popular discipline. If you are interested to pursue your future career in the academic area, you can finish your bachelor in psychology and continue your master's in clinical areas in different areas of your interest. So you are not limited to you know, one discipline. You know, it gives you room to consider your own interest as a student and then focus on your area of interest. So these 4 years actually provides theoretical courses, practical courses, and also, you know, opportunities of practicing what they learn during the course hours. So actually what makes psychology beautiful for students, apart from, you know, learning this interesting subject, is the possibility to apply in daily life. So they can practice, they can apply, they can understand their needs, try to understand others' needs. So the basic knowledges of different psychology areas are provided in these 4-year undergraduate courses. And then considering your interest, because there are different employment opportunities, you can work in hospitals, you can work in NGOs, in different areas, because psychology can be applied to different, you can use it in politics, you can use it in businesses, different areas. So the basic knowledge, the basic skills, the communication skills you develop during the course years, the critical thinking ability you develop over the years while taking the courses, the ability to engage in scientific research undertakings that you learn from some psychology related courses can empower you to decide which of the careers you need to pursue in the future as well. So actually it's a room that would let you find your appropriate next stage.
And also the standard of the education system, because your department is internationally accredited, right?
Yes.
Therefore, the standard of the education is somehow equal to European standard, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you so much, Professor Aman. So I will ask the same question from Professor Ashifa. You already somehow explained the department and gave a little information about
curriculum.
Even you said that we will prepare our students to be a volunteer. Therefore,
okay.
So can you please a little go specific through the department?
Yeah, definitely. Then I can tell a contradiction that we are not making the volunteers. We are the professionally qualified social workers. That is I'm clearing that. Yeah. As I told, our curriculum is well structured curriculum. It is basically needs to the components of the world level social work education. Actually, social work education is implemented. Once we are coming to the history of social work, it is started in UK, USA and all. So our curriculum is well structured curriculum as competed with the European system of education, especially. So our field practicum, we are giving more practical components as we discussed. Practicum. Then I can tell the scope of social work. That is, always I am telling to my students, that is, wherever there is a human being, there is a scope of social work.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, everywhere the need, social workers need is definitely it is needed, especially
now
this time is the pandemic.
There will be one question, I think, regarding the pandemic period.
Yes,
especially your department is very important.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, our students are volunteering for the work, for supporting the government projects. Our students is always help in supporting mentality is there. We are developing some social commitment among the students. Those who are coming for the social work, if they automatically develop their social commitment towards the society.
That's great.
The most important thing is that if you are going for a social work course, you will get satisfaction more.
Not remuneration.
No, definitely, that is the misconception in social work.
So you mean the
social work? Social work, we said we have remuneration definitely. Then we will have more satisfaction also. If we are supporting one person to solve their problem, definitely if the person is happy, satisfied, we will get lot of support. Then we will get their remuneration. Definitely. That is the social work's peculiarity. That's particularly this time of pandemic, some natural disasters will be there.
Exactly.
All those times our students are to make into the practice. They are supporting the students. That is the peculiarity of Gelişim University Social Work Department. We have a social labs.
Yeah.
All other courses, they have different laboratories in buildings, in concrete buildings. But our lab is society. We are sending the students directly to the society. It's a live labs.
So you mean for the future of humanity, we need your department?
Definitely. Without social work, nothing can be happened.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prof, for the insights. It means your program and your course is endless.
Yes.
Until the end of the world, most probably.
Yes, that's I tell you. Wherever there is a human being, there is the scope of social work is there.
Exactly.
So
the
no
scope is endless.
no any kind of fear is not need for the students or those who are completed for social work.
Just to buttress more on the value and strength of your department, we don't take lightly because we've seen it play out on our everyday lives. In the early 90s, 1930s precisely, we had the Great Depression.
Yeah.
More recently, in the global financial crisis in the
2008.
In 2008, 2009, and just around us now, we had the global pandemic, the corona issue, and we see the great impact of the. I think your course, your program is more human. It's more human, like you said. The utilities or the satisfaction goes down there. And,
our principle is humanitarian principles.
Exactly. I really accept those sentences and statements. But I'm going to ask Prof. Ashifa, pardon my pronunciation.
No,
I'm going to stick to you one more time.
Okay.
We saw the pandemic change our lives, the way we lived, and still we are struggling as a world, as a continent, as a region, as an individual to adjust to the current shock.
Okay.
You know, how does this affect your teaching methodology as a professor, as an independent researcher, as your relationship with your students? Can you highlight this briefly?
Definitely. First of all, I should tell our students, our faculty, not much affected with this pandemic, thank God. Because the system of Gelişim University is like that. We are we have online system were introduced. We have online system. We have a full-fledged IT department were there. We have a one course, that is MBA courses we are giving online through mode. But
before pandemic, right?
Before pandemic itself, we have a distance mode of education. So we are very much familiar with this kind of online education systems. I'm also, as a faculty, I'm also lucky. For this pandemic, our students have their own classes, online classes through LMS systems. Then the most positive part was they didn't lose any classes due to this pandemic. They can able to complete on time. They can able to write their exams. Especially, we are regularly contacting with the students. Then, reality. Virtuality make us students with more close to each other. That is only because of the systems which we provide in Gelişim University.
Okay, I'm going to get the experience.
Sure.
I'm going to get the experience of Professor Arman. Can you share your experience? I think in the last 5-6 months we just saw few occasions. Maybe this is the second time we saw after the pandemic.
Actually,
could you share your experiences?
Yeah, when pandemic happens, actually, if you are able to engage yourself, make yourself busy, and quickly focus on your areas of control, your areas of making influence. As it increases, then the negative effects of the pandemic would go down. Exactly. That is what has happened in Gelişim University. It has only taken 1 week to get back to our busiest days in Gelişim University. So we worked hard. The online courses started.
Even the midterm and final exams were online.
The students were able to finish their academic semester in time, so it was not a problem for them to graduate or to finish their academic semester. The professors were seriously working, and what makes actually different is the IT unit, the university IT unit, which has made it possible for the professors and the students to access all these videos, online lessons, or PowerPoints, platforms, all the experiences. Yeah, so actually we cannot. What Gelişim University has turned it into opportunity. So yes, actually pandemic was an opportunity for us to learn more, to work more, and to get into contact with our professors, students, and yes, the administrative staff. So actually I can say that it was a productive time. It was a productive
Thank you so much, bro. I'm going to ask my co-moderator, has been your experiences also? How was it during the pandemic?
Actually, I will try to explain in a view of international students.
Please go ahead.
So, in a view of international students, it was at the first week they faced it with some kind of problems because they didn't know what's going on, and it started just immediately, and many of them I mean, they left Turkey, they went to their families because it was the safest way to live with their families. Therefore, we allowed them to go to their own countries so they could live with their families. And when they went to their country, we started our online education, and they become happy. I mean, it was really a good thing that thanks, as you already highlighted, thanks to our IT department and also distance education department, they worked very hard because our students, they even took their exams online, courses online. Even right now, many of our students are not in Turkey, but they are taking summer courses as well online.
Thank you so much. Jan, the man with the vast knowledge about the university at the fingers of his, the tip of his finger. Dear prospective viewers, it's very obvious that Istanbul Gelişim University, like Professor Arman rightly said, Istanbul University turned what was meant to be a disaster to an opportunity. It's just like the eagle. When there is a heavy storm, the eagle sees the opportunity to soar higher than the regular bird, at higher altitude, as high as the 10 feet above ground level, like the airplane. So we can assure you that inshallah, come what may, given whatever circumstances we cannot actually say now, we are very hopeful and optimistic with a strong faculty base, with a very strong IT personnel to always take advantage and make better occasion out of every storm that comes our way because of our strong base. Furthermore, I'm going to ask, it's open to any of the professors, is there opportunity within the university framework, within the Istanbul Gelişim University system, where I can be both social worker and be a psychologist, or probably be an economist, or probably, you know, take up two professions at the same time, what we call double major or minor major. Professor Arman or Professor Ashraf, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, actually there is an opportunity for students to have double major or minor major departments at the same time, but there are conditions. One is they need at least 2.72 GPA. They need to have at least 2.72, and their score has to place them in the top 20%. If I didn't miss the exact figure. So these are the requirements for someone to have opportunities of studying double major or composite major or major minor.
So there must be ability to show you can pass one successfully before you could take another one.
So actually it's a free. So the second one is a free. So as an opportunity for them, I think they can make this decision not immediately, but they need to have the grade.
After the
first year they can. Then there is a minor program, so certification programs also there. The students can, if the social work students can join other department for their certificate courses, they can join in the beginning of the third year third semester or sixth semester they can join. That's another wonderful opportunity with the Gelişim University is giving for the students.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity because for especially I'm thinking about myself. So when I was a high school graduate, as you know, in the last year of high school, many of us are changing the mind, whether I'm going to be psychologist or I'm gonna study social work. Yeah, it's very good opportunity for our students because in the first year they will, somehow they will look to themselves and they will find themselves that which field is really good for them. Yes. In case if they could start any other department. And later on, if they find out that there is another department in which they want to study, they can study in İstanbul Gelişim University with a free of charge. And in 5 years, they will get 2 diplomas, right?
Yes, yes, of course. So if you come to the Gelişim University, we will make you to equip with all the facilities.
What an awesome experience. It means having 2 diplomas in a very globally competitive world. Yes. It means you're one step ahead of your contemporaries across the globe. It's an awesome experience we share at the İstanbul Gelişim University. If I were much younger to take up a degree, I think I will make this opportunity and make the best of it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
As you know, there are many students who are coming from abroad, even students who are Turkish students, they want to go again to other countries as well, especially to other European countries and US, Canada and Japan. Doesn't matter. So as a prospective student, if I choose İstanbul Gelişim University, will be there any chance to go and study abroad? It doesn't matter from any of you, we can start.
Shall I take?
Okay, you can.
One speciality for the international students and for the national students as well is they can travel to other universities in Europe through Erasmus Program and Erasmus Plus program. So this Erasmus program would let them stay for a semester and maximum of 2 semesters, I think. They can study in one of the European universities through the Erasmus program. The other is Erasmus Plus. Actually, this is a sort of training, 2 weeks, and I've got opportunity to travel to Lithuania when I was doing my PhD. I was also selected because I was an international student. Wow. I was providing counseling services to refugees who have come to Turkey and living in Eskişehir.
So you are well experienced.
Exactly. A lot of experience.
Yeah, these opportunities would give you to come into contact with individuals working on related topics, coming from different countries. They stay together for 1 week and 2 weeks discussing on a specific topic and how they could be made applicable in daily lives to change the lives of individuals who are in difficulty. So Erasmus Plus opportunity is there for international students. The other is also bilateral. There are, the university has bilateral agreements with some universities in Canada or, apart from the European Union. There are also opportunities. I think what matters is they need to be very much active. The opportunities are there. What is left is the international student has to be, or the national student has to be active, and they need to be able to satisfy some of the requirements because there is a competition. It's not everyone who has to go, who has the chance to go to European universities or other universities, but the more they make themselves active and competitive and up to date to the requirements, the more they enjoy the experience.
And also the world right now, it's like not somehow 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Right now it's like one country. Therefore it's very important for the students to know other cultures and also to get information about other countries as well, right?
Yes. Actually, our university have more than 100 universities. They have bilateral agreement with other. The students are there. Our students can go outside, and other students also can come here. That is the cultural linkage will be there. So it will be very much helpful for their better future, bright future they can be
about the career, future career also, it's very important, right? When a student goes to after graduation, when any student goes to any company and when he or she gives the CV, they will all exactly look to which countries or what's the
what are the countries they are visited, from where they are getting the education. That is very important nowadays.
Exactly. Just to highlight, just chip in my own contribution to that question, if I have the time, the brevity of time. Professor Aman mentioned that learning is gone beyond, is transcend beyond the classroom experience. We could also learn, the student prospect could learn amidst themselves. So the opportunity to travel, it's an experience on its own. It's a learning process entirely. There is what they call cultural diffusion. You pick the culture there, you learn something there, and and we are glad that these opportunities are made available at Istanbul Gelişim University. Now, the $1 million question, Professor.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
The students are going to ask you, Professor. I'm going to pronounce correctly this time. Ashifa.
You're very good.
I'm going to ask one more time. That's the $1 million question in the mind of the student.
Sure.
If he or she takes your department and graduate from the department, what are the prospects? What are the opportunities? Can I start up something privately? What are the possibilities for me as an individual? I'm asking in the eyes of the prospective student that Hojam, for those that don't know the meaning of Hojam, means prof. Prof, if I take your department, if I undergo the 4 years, 2 years graduate program, what are my prospects?
Yeah, actually, we have for international students, we have education system is there. If the students is those who are passing YOS, YOS something you can pronounce.
Okay.
So those who are passing the top five persons, they will get some discounts in their tuition fees. So maybe 25%, maybe 15%, maybe you will get even 75% also you can get. Then another opportunities we have, different types of opportunities we are giving. The students is not able to pay the whole amount, they can pay some installments also. If they pay all amount, they will give 5%.
Okay, Prof, just to get it in perspective, if I graduate from social works, from the Faculty of Health Science Gelişim, which you are a faculty member, what is my future?
Yeah, definitely. It's not 1 million question, it's a 2 million question. Yeah, definitely. If you are coming with us, as I told you, we will make as a fully equipped professional. That is very important. Our practical component is very much highlighted, very much full-fledged curriculum. Then also vocationalization of education is a part of our curriculum. We are giving practical components and aspects of if you are coming to Gelişim University in this kind of all those activities, all those facilities you can provide. Definitely if you are coming to me as a social faculty of the social work department in Gelişim University, we will make you be comfort here.
Thank you so much.
We will make you to be home here.
This is a guarantee you are placing on the prospective student.
Sure. That is my guarantee as a professor in Gelişim University.
Thank you so much.
We will make you home here.
Thank you so much. We're going to pose the same question to Professor Aman. What is my fate, or can I start up something privately? Can I join up somewhere? Where can I do something after graduating, after taking the diploma from the psychology department, or if we want to say in Turkish, the psychology department?
Yeah, all right. Well, we do have clinical psychology, we do have psychology master's programs. So if the immediate opportunities are, you can be academicians, you can focus on the academics and become a scientist in the area. You engage in research workers and academicians. This is one thing. The other thing is you can privately open a psychology clinic after graduating from clinical psychology master's program. Then you have the right to open your own.
Are there certifications for that, or I can just start
you are eligible to have your psychology clinic, so you can provide services, especially during these pandemic times. There are people who are suffering from anxiety, depression, and other psychological issues. So the market is ready. It's unfortunate, but there is and there is a profession which is available there to support us. Professor Ashifa said,
Yes.
just as a social work, psychology, clinical psychology also provides
Means there is
services.
a strong correlation between
Yes,
both the
yes,
parties.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. So,
It's,
social work is a combination of all other disciplines, psychology, sociology, we are having. There is, I'm telling, wherever there is a human being, there is a
I think I picked that from you today.
Yeah, so the other opportunities are, the important thing is, if you spend your 4 years of education through learning the theoretical courses and applying it in your daily lives, you know, taking courses, you know, or practicing in a different disciplines, different clubs,
Yes.
you know,
Social
so it means that you are preparing yourself to the world of work.
Exactly.
So you are trying, engaging in trial and error and finding out your area of interest, your area of focus. So you can be a psychology graduate in your bachelor degree, and then you can engage in marketing, so that, you know, psychology graduate who is engaging in marketing means is a different experience. So it is what you do, you know, that lets you get wide access to the world of work. So there is an ample opportunity, but it depends on being active, curious, and someone who looks for opportunity to add you know, hands-on experience, learn more, and apply what he or she has learned in theoretical courses.
Thank you
Then
so much.
one important point I
Please go
can
ahead.
add about the Gelişim University, there is a research component is very high here. The students also can be able to participate in different varieties of research. University will support for the particular research. That is one important aspect which the students is not able to get from other universities.
So there is another question that I will ask, which is related to this part.
Okay.
So you really good explained the future of our students who are going to graduate from İstanbul Gelişim University in the Faculty of Social Work and Psychology. So you explained it very good, those students' future and workplace, work market as well. But what if the student wants to be like you, as a talented professor, young professor? So what is the opportunity of our students who wants to be a, somehow professor, or could continue his or her future career not in the sector but in the academic field?
Definitely, that's the best example is myself. Yeah.
Maybe because of you, maybe some of our students will choose in a, not sector part, in an academic part.
Yes, yes, definitely. They have a lot of scope of new researches were there. As an academician, they can learn. For my example, I can tell that as a social work is a practice-based discipline. After social work, students will go to the NGOs. They have lot of opportunities. Even UN they have different fields of everywhere. They can child development, they have geriatric, gerontology, lot of fields are there for social workers. But there is a scope of academicians are very high. Academicians plus researchers. So if the students is coming to our university, we can make them to be a good academician and well made researcher, we can make it.
Thank you so much, Professor Ashifa. I will ask the same question because you already highlighted that we have even clinical psychology in a master program. We have normal psychology and clinical psychology as well. So what if our students wants to be like Professor I'm so sorry, Aman, like you. What if they want to be like next Professor Aman?
Is available there. I mean, what is needed is, you know, the department provides opportunities of practicing these scientific ways of research undertakings, and the university emphasizes on undertaking, you know, quality research works this is an opportunity. So the more they cooperate with the professors, the more they make themselves ready for the world of work, and the more they get opportunities of becoming academicians in the university. So what is needed is they finish their masters and they can pursue their PhD, you know, and immediately they can be a professor in a university. As the department is a young, you know, this is also another opportunity. The market is still open, and I mean, they can immediately find employment opportunities in as an academicians in universities as well.
Thank you so much.
Can I add one point? Not only after their graduation, during our courses, especially social work courses, we are training the students to how to take classes, how to make presentations. We are making the student from the course itself, not only after the...
So, from 0 to 100.
Yes, yes.
So, right now we came to a very interesting part, because currently we already studied about the education part in İstanbul Gelişim University, but students are asking, does your university, I mean, always you are offering education, not there is social activities.
Definitely.
Therefore, I'm going to ask again from both of you, does your department offer social activities? If you could explain in a couple of minutes, because we have a limited time,
Sure. First, the motto of Gelişim University is sustainability. As compared to the social work, sustainable development is a social worker's motto. So, for that, we are making the students for socially committed persons, professional social workers. For that, we have different activities are there. We have different social activity clubs were there. We are observing the important days like Human Rights Day, Women's Day. We are observing World AIDS Day. Like that, we have socially committed activities to make the students to equip with the social commitment. So we have different kinds of activities that were there.
Thank you. Professor Aman?
Well, psychology is so much related to our daily lives. So the theoretical aspect is not enough. So they have to practice. One means of doing this is that we do have psychology club whereby they work and discuss on, you know, current issues in psychology, exchange information and practices. During the course workers, there are seminars, you know, project workers whereby they are supposed to apply what they've learned in the classroom, you know, to their daily life. So there is a transferable experience. These opportunities and other, you know, opportunities of engaging in seminars and, you know, taking part in symposiums, etc., are the opportunities that would add, you know, value to what they have been getting during the coursework and beyond that.
Thank you. So you mean it's not only boring with the courses, so there will be excited with the social activities as well. Thank you so much.
If you are coming to Gelişim University, I am repeating, we will equip with all your life with better citizen of them.
Thank you.
So it's like all work no play, make Jack a dull boy. We try to balance. There is a balance by extra curricular activity that is also learning simulated actually.
Yes.
We're just going to ask one more last question. Professor Ashifa actually started it. Ashife actually started the discussion about the scholarship opportunity. I'm just going to say it in one more minute. There are scholarship opportunities that ranges from 25 to 75%, and also if you have siblings, and also if you pay the full tuition. Further information can be gotten from the official website of the university at www.gelishim.edu.tr for more insight. Or if you are close by around the Istanbul environment, you can visit us at the Avcılar campus. We have faculty member, supportive staff member are there to attend to your question. It's been an awesome evening with the distinguished professors of ours. Thank you so much for honoring the invite, and we've had a very nice session. And I was going to ask one few sentences from the professors, but it's obvious we ran out of time, and just for the brevity of time, we're going to draw the curtain this evening and hopefully take up all the sections as time permits us. Thank you so much for sticking with us this one more section. And we're going to end with a Turkish cliche that says Gelişime
Gelişime
açık olun.
açık olun.